2 more minutes, everything would have been okay.
Yeah, dude, like it really didn't take that long. I think they jumped a gun there. I think they all went.
Brad, that's
Oh,
insensitive.
yeah, that's a little too soon. What's going on, guys and gals? Welcome to Good Will Hunting. It's your boy Brad, the Brett Man's over there. Today, we're going to be giving you a review for the movie The Mist from Frank Darabont back in 2000? What year? 2007. Stephen King story adapted to the big screen. Big screen. Yeah. We have our big Stephen King tournament coming up at the end of the month. Obviously, the Summer Slash 2024, 32 of the best Stephen King movies of all time. So we're both watching these movies like crazy right now. And we're like, hey, let's do some damn Stephen King reviews. We haven't done The Mist yet. And honestly, this is only the second time I've seen the movie, Birdie. The first time was a long time ago. I forgot. This is a solid movie, Birdie.
Yeah, man. And right before we really dive into it, of course, we want to hear your thoughts on the comic section down below. And since this movie came out in 2007, we are going to be spoiling it because, again, it's past the 5 years, and that's one of our big rules on the channel. Or we'll definitely give you a warning. This is your warning right now. Spoilers ahead. And if you want to fill out your Summer Slash bracket for the Stephen King Best Movie of All Time tournament, the bracket link to that in the comment section down or in the description down below. Fill out your bracket, turn it into us for a potential prize.
I like prizes. I always like prizes. Prizes are great.
But we get a prize in this movie, though.
We did, man. So this is kind of like it kind of reminds you of The Fog a little bit. It's kind of the same ordeal, but instead of a fog, there's a mist coming into this town. Bunch of people, it's after a storm.
What's the difference?
I don't know. Mist is moisture. It's more moist. That's why it's like the mist is a moisture version. That's how you say moisture. I don't know. Fuck if I know. But either way, there's a group of people in a grocery store, kind of like a zombie outbreak in Dawn of the Dead, and they got to stay in here and stay separated from this mist, because if the mist gets into your ether, then you're gonna fucking die. There's a bunch of creatures out there in the mist and stuff. It's really crazy. Right out the rip, I really liked how fast this thing just. This had to be the shortest first act I've ever seen, Birdie. I mean, it's like 5 minutes. It was like, dude, a tree fell into a window, a little bit of a neighbor drama situation, and next thing you know, the fucking mist is there, and people are fucking getting the crazy shit's happening. People are running through it wastes no time getting into it, and I love it for that.
Oh, dude, absolutely, and we'll definitely get to that second act. But man, Brad, if there's one way we could just this movie to never happen, all the guy had to do is like a good neighbors. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to say that line because we're not sponsored by them, because that would be a no-no. But that would help.
Hey, we do bundle them.
Hey, But okay, anyways, let's be serious now. The best way I could describe The Mist, in my opinion, this is like a Resident Evil creatures mixed in with, like what Brad said earlier, with the fog. As if like zombie pirates and all that, we get like Resident Evil creatures into it in a way, which did not see coming. Which this is a rewatch for Brad. This was a first time watch for me, since I had no idea what was going on in it, dude. Absolutely love this movie. Definitely, this is more of a heavy driven second act. But man, what happens in that second act and the building of the story, building of the characters. And I absolutely love the environment with the grocery store. I definitely want more grocery store horror movies, Brad.
I do. Yeah, I like it. I mean, we've seen a couple things similar in the past, but I thought this was like shopping malls, and like this really did play out similar to like the early seasons of The Walking Dead. And it's not because like half the cast is in this movie, but it's because, I mean, Frank Darabont, I think if I'm not mistaken, he was involved with the creation of Walking Dead. And I think that's a big reason why a lot of these people are in that show. You got 3 characters in this movie from that make their way over, 3 actors that make their way over to
even the lady that makes the almond cookies, or like the acorn cookies.
Dude, I know, man. That woman. Okay, but anyway.
Oh no, that's a different woman. No, trust me, we're gonna get into that bitch.
No, I'm talking about the one that fucking walked off, Carol from Walking Dead, and then she fucking made it. I was like, damn it. You should have told your friends to come with you.
Anyway. I know, right? Oh my god! It's like aliens go after her. It goes, oh shit, that's Carol. We all know about that psycho. Okay, we're gonna let her live. Like,
she makes fucking mean ass cookies. But yeah, no. I digress.
Hey,
Director of the
she
movie, though,
probably told the aliens to look at the flowers.
she probably did, and then they fucking did, and then she walked away the other way. That's a good point. And
Oh
I
my
would,
gosh.
yeah, I like that. But Frank Darabont, dude, listen, he did Shawshank Redemption and The Green Mile. Those are two of the
Mhm.
best like Stephen King movies of all time. He comes back for The Mist. Obviously, a lot of people say this is probably his weakest of those three, but it's like you're comparing it to like a couple of the best movies of all time. Is what you're
Mhm.
doing. And I still think this is a very strong adaptation overall. But yeah, the mist is creepy. I like the creatures here probably more so than I did the pirates or whatever in the fog. I'll say the CGI kind of sucks for the most part.
Mhm.
Very, very dated. But when the dude, the little bagger boy's out there freaking in the garage, he's got to go up and clear out the generator stack or whatever. He's like, oh, I'm just gonna run out there and fix it real quick. Fuck off. Don't tell me what to do. And that tentacle comes in and fucks him up. There's fucking blood everywhere. Like that was a crazy scene. Held back by the CGI a little bit, but overall
Mhm.
it was pretty intense. And we're still like, I don't know what we're up against. There's tentacles coming in here, really cool. And then we finally see what this big creature's about later. But those little scenes were great.
Yeah, I didn't think the CGI was that great, even though I keep on hearing that the 4K version of it kind of helps a little bit, which I'm not too sure about that, but I'm going to take people's word for it. But no, I kind of would. Here's the kind of like a little negative I do have with the Mist. I kind of wish they would have hold that off a little bit longer and let create that mystery of what's behind or within the mist. I actually do like the idea of like some like alien and portals and shit instead of like zombie pirates and all that. Just to me, I think it's a little bit more fresh and creative. But Brad, I want to go ahead and get into it because I think I found my the most hated antagonist in the history of antagonists. I hate this person so much that when they finally got it, I literally stand up from my couch and applaud. I rarely do that. I literally got out of my chair and went
I thought that
like,
old lady Irene, I didn't think she was that bad. I mean, I
no.
liked her. I mean, she was
Mm-mm.
I mean,
Dude, she made me want to strangle her. But here's the part, though.
I'm talking about
She wasn't wrong. Oh, you're
uh
talking about a different person.
I was talking about that old lady that dies in the car at the end, the random one. But
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, sucks for her. But no, I'm talking about the bitch called Mrs. Ka- Camardi or Commodi. Yeah, the
Marcia
Bible
Harding, yeah.
girl. Which it's not because like I don't like her because of the Bible thing. It's just how she goes about it. And first off, that's amazing writing and directing from the director, and of course Stephen King. A great character to add to this story.
I think so too, man. It just adds another element, that internal conflict that you have there within the grocery store itself, because it
Mhm.
can't all be hunk of dory, because they could stay out in the grocery store as long as they want. They got groceries, they got more dog food than you'll ever fucking see in your life. So if they ever need to convert over the dog food, they're good. They're building walls of it. But so you need something inside that's going to drive you out of the store, and that's what she does. She turns
Mhm.
all these people in the store against the main group. They become outnumbered, and she's got to go. So when our freaking boy, the target shooter, comes in and pops her in the ass with a gun, I was excited. I mean, that she died. We all cheered.
Especially with the guy from Captain America, the First Adventure, with the glasses going, "Hell, Hydra!"
Yeah, that's right. He was there too. I liked his character a lot, though. Yeah, I think you could have delayed the reveal of the monsters a little bit longer, like you said. I think that would have helped, because at first, when that first dude from Walking Dead comes running up, he's like, "Oh, there's something in the mist," and he's like, "Oh, you like, is this guy full of shit, or like what's going on out there for
Mhm.
real?"
And of course, yeah, we haven't mentioned this guy yet because Thomas Jane from Deep Blue Sea and The Punisher, one of my favorite versions of the Punisher character, was Thomas Jane, and I thought he did a fantastic job playing David Drayton in this movie, our main character. Because he's kind of like that one that kind of just settles the ease, like the tension. Like at least he tries his best up until a certain point, man. And I know we're gonna get to the last scene here in a minute, but Brad, what are your thoughts about good old Thomas Jane's performance?
I think he did a good job, and you don't see him lead a lot of movies. Like you said, you mentioned a couple of those bigger ones, but I thought he was really good. I thought he was solid as kind of like a guy that kind of turns into a leader here when shit hits the fan. I thought he was good. I liked him a lot. Good character. The only thing I
Mhm.
wish I would have liked to see a little bit more was a more of a relationship between him and his son.
Yes.
Most of the movie they were like separated, and she was hanging out, or he was hanging out with the damn Walking Dead chick, which I don't even. It was like some random lady at the grocery store, from what it seemed like. I don't know. That was kind of weird. But I would have liked to see them have more of a close relationship. I think that would have hammered the ending home a little harder had they had more time together in the movie.
Yeah, and that's a ballsy statement there. You said that like could create more impact at the end of the movie because trust me, we know how big of an impact that ending does. But I actually think you're absolutely right because there were a lot of times I was like, wait a minute, does he have a son and all that? And then boom, the son pops on screen just as like, hey, he's still here, like still part of the story. Don't forget about him.
Hey,
but we're gonna focus on something else.
He likes to take some damn naps. That kid does, man.
Oh my god, more than I do.
More than Bert, more than Alice from Friday the 13th. This guy takes more naps, man. He's really well rested. I'll give him that. Every time you see him, he's asleep somewhere.
Let's go ahead. It's just, I figured that's the last thing we got to talk about is that last scene, dude. I would say easily one of the most gut-wrenching and most saddened scenes. I wouldn't just say in horror history, but an actual movie history, man. If he just would have waited for 2 more minutes, everything would have been okay.
Yeah, dude. Like it really didn't take that long. I think they jumped a gun there. I think they all
that's insensitive.
Yeah, that's a little too soon. I think they I think they as soon as they ran out of gas, they were blowing each other away. I was like, let's just ponder this a minute. Like I know there's not a lot of options right now. I know you think you're probably going to die and it's not going to be a very good death, but you just ran out of gas. Let's just ponder this for at least a couple minutes. Let's just think about it. Like maybe, let's just chill for a minute. Like, let's see if there's any, they had some snacks, maybe. I don't know. Let's just at least finish those. So that's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't know. It seemed like they jumped the gun. But yeah, crazy. If they would have waited another minute, they all would have been good. So supposedly they changed this from the ending of The Mist, the story, the book, the novella, if you will. I don't know exactly what that ending is. I haven't read it, but I know that it's hard to beat this as far as a good tragic ending.
Yeah, goes. I bet even Stephen King was like, shit, that's good.
Yeah, he probably loved it. I was like, this is about as tragic as an ending as you can get, because it's not like the killing of his son and the people is what caused this thing to end. Like they were legit got blown away by the damn military. And it happened right after that. And then fucking Carol Baskins might as well is up there.
That damn bitch Carol Baskins.
She came rolling in. She's like, yeah, bitches, I told you if we just walked out, we would have been fine.
Oh, do you know what she should have done? The whole thing with the driving and she's looking at him, she should have done this.
Yeah, a little Chucky action. Yeah, I don't know, dude. She played it, though. She played it and she won. Didn't work out for all the other people. That one guy got chopped in half and a couple other guys got fucking torn up, too. But in general, I think, whatever she did, it worked fine. The ending's solid. It's one of the most talked about, most crazy twist, like gut-wrenching tragic endings.
Just like to put that in your mind, what would you do in that situation? Would you be like kind of like me and Brad, just kind of like hold it out for like just fight to the bitter end, or you just pretty much just give up hope? Would you even consider doing that? I kind of like when movies kind of like challenge you, especially if it's something that dark.
Yeah, I think you wait, you finish out the snacks, wait it out maybe at least wait until somebody has to take a piss or shit. Piss, maybe you can just kind of crack the window. But like once people are shitting, it's like, all right, now's probably a good time.
Well, it's a shitty way to die, so.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think that in Cujo, they waited a lot longer, and that was a hot car with the dog out there. I think with the light mist outside and probably a
around the Boston area.
Yeah, 68, 75 degrees. Just wait a minute. At least, just give it a minute. That's what we can take from this movie.
Dude, I absolutely love this movie. I think we have a couple little fixes within the movie. Like you said, father-son relationship, hold off on showing the aliens not too quickly, just hold it back a little bit. The third act was perfection, like Golden Reel stuff. But for me, this movie's like a 4.5 out of 5 for me. And now this movie is definitely going to be a big hitter for a potential best Stephen King movie in that summer/tournament for me. So I'm very curious to see if the audience will agree with me.
I'm excited to see it too, where it plays out. I'm going to give it I think overall it's a great flick. Yeah, I'd give it a 4.25 probably. Loved the hell out of it. Yeah, it was better than I remember it being. And I'm looking forward to throwing this on more often than I have in the past few years. So great time.
Yeah, and like you said, a potential future slash out between The Mist and The Fog. I think that's an excellent matchup.
Got to happen. It's got to happen. I don't know why we didn't think of this before. It's got to happen.
Guys, we've before we get more misty-eyed over here, I need to ask you guys, what did y'all think about The Mist? Do you think this is a great Stephen King classic movie, or did you have some problems with the movie where you really don't enjoy it? And what did you think about that very crazy third act towards or that last scene of the movie? Let us know all of that in the comment section down below. Let's get that discussion rolling.
And if you want to help us find the good reels, you can do so by finding us at all of our socials down below in the description. Those links are for you, of course. Join us for that Stephen King tournament, the Summer Slash, coming up at the end of June. We're going to be talking about all these movies, finding one winner out of 32. Going to be a great time.
And that bracket, so you can fill one out, is in the description of this video down below. Fill it out, turn it into your boys, so you can be entered for a special prize.
That's right. That's right.
So without further ado, Brad, I need to go check my mailbox, even though it was a little misty out there earlier, so hopefully it dialed down a bit.
I got a question real quick. Why were those military guys even wearing those fucking masks? What the fuck's that going to do against that fucking 20 fucking story tall creature that's out there?
Because they're crazy? Remember from the Crazies with their outfits?
That's true, I do. That's a good point. All right, that was the last second. I digress.
Only if Timothy Olyphant was there just to save the day, man.
I know. Yeah, I know. All right, get out there and deal with your mist problem.
Yeah, you got it. See you guys.